Hey, freaking Goran Dragic, man. He said it was all about individual play. It wasn't a team oriented, Brooklyn Nets team. And you know what, though? I thought, like, Goran Dragic was going to be the difference over there, as far as, like, a good role player, Because I've always felt like he's like a shorter, poor man's Manu Ginobili, just like the way he plays. Like, like he's left-handed. He can hit the outside shot. He can go to the rack, play smart, excellent passer. And I always said that if he didn't get injured, along with Bam Adebayo, the Miami Heat would have beat the Lakers in the bubble title. Still feel that way, but Goran Dragic expected, because he came from the Miami Heat, and we all know about their culture. That they got team-oriented culture. Like they've always had like good players, but they're like always a team oriented. They don't really let one player dominate. I mean, you had the Miami Heat when they had D Wade and Bosh, and LeBron and all that, but but it still was more of a team thing. You know. But Goran Dragic didn't play with that Miami Heat team. He played with this past Miami Heat team. Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, Bam. He even played with Iguodala. You know, so he played with that with a good group of guys. Tyler Hero, all those guys. Jay Crowder. So yeah, they had a structure. Pat Riley ran it pretty damn great, and so Goran Dragic is like, man, like, I mean, he didn't really say their name, but we all know who he was talking about. Goran Dragic talking about KD and Kyrie was ISO ball, the your turn, my turn offense. It was almost very like when Durant was in OKC, him and Westbrook playing, my turn, your turn, you know. Um, but it was on that level. But anyway, so that's what Goran Dragic sees, man. Like, because he thought he was playing with, like, just play with Seth Curry. What I'm saying? They got Blake Griffin. They got a lot of good vets. LaMarcus Aldridge was over there. They got Andre Drummond. Joe Harris. Kyrie Irving. I mean, he felt like, hey, man, this should be enough to win a title. It should be enough. But I guess it wasn't. If they would all actually played as a team, and they would have had a good shot at going to the finals. Um, but that's that. It happens. They failed, and he wasn't used to all this, me type of offense. See, I always felt he would fit well with the Warriors. Goran Dragic. You know, Straight team oriented, man. Ball moves. That's the kind of offense he thought he was going to play with Brooklyn. He got Steve Nash, former All-Star MVP point guard. So, but, Kyrie ruined that. Not getting vaccinated and, just having other things more important than basketball. So he was in shock, man. But yeah, anyway, like Skip and Shannon, Skip doesn't really give KD any blame because he feels, like his point guard did ruin some things. But Durant did have a not so good series against the Celtics too. And Skip has acknowledged that. He has. Um, but like we all know Kyrie's number one to blame, but at the same time, it's Durant's fault for even joining him in the first place. But like, KD is still a top 5 player, so they'll always be in contention as long as he's playing at that level. But James Harden, he was like, man, I can't play with Irving, man, because it's already bad enough, Harden wanted to play, because he's usually playing ISO ball. That's what he does, Harden. But he would have taken a little back seat, to those two just to win, just to have a ring on his resume. That's what he wanted. But he was like, man, Kyrie, he don't even care. He don't even care about, the team. He don't put the team first. Man, it's terrible, man, because they probably could have beat the Celtics. Never know. Because I know Durant was forcing shots against the Celtics. Should have just been more ball movement, but so happens, man. Ball, that ISO stuff don't really work as much as you might think. But but yeah, Shannon, when he gets on Skip, like, I had you running. You always change the subject. I ran you over. But I mean, Skip makes good points too. Durant did shoot 91% from free throw. Wow. Yeah. Eat your heart out, LeBron. Yeah, LeBron, he don't shoot no good free throws, man. Was he 71? That's 20% higher. I'm not sure if it's 71, but Durant does a lot of better things than LeBron does. And free throws is one of them. So, yeah, y'all, man, Skip. Skip, that's like his favorite guy right there, Durant. Shannon's favorite player is LeBron James. At least Durant made the playoffs. Yeah. What happened to LeBrick? Where are you, LeBron? Where are you, Lagon? Calls him Lagon. I love it. I can't stand LeBron either. LeBrick. But yeah, man, Shannon. He always says, KD had to join the Warriors. Hey, man, LeBron, he had to join up with D. Wade, Chris Bosh. Bosh, top 3 big man of his era. D. Wade's a Mount Rushmore 2-guard. Mike Miller, he was on the Miami Heat too. He's a top 10 shooter ever. Shane Battier, excellent defender, smart player, damn near like a lighter Iguodala. Iguodala-ish. Then he added Ray Allen, who I got as the second best shooter of all time. So, not to mention, went back to the Cavs. And who they have? He had an all-star point guard, Kyrie Irving. Best ball handling of all time. They had a high pick that they could trade for Kevin Love, who was ranked by ESPN as the 7th best player because he was playing at that level, putting up Moses Malone numbers. Kevin Love, yeah. So I'm not to mention J.R. Smith, won a 6th Man of the Year award with the Knicks, so he can play. Tristan Thompson, good rebounder. You know what I'm saying? Like good little role player. Then he had Kyle Korver on the Cavs. It was the top 7 or 8 shooter of all time. So this narrative that LeBron James, LeBron, he takes nobodies. He takes horrible players, takes, cashiers. He takes janitors. He takes, construction workers. He takes anybody and he wins with them. No, that's false. You capping, as they say. See this cap I got on my head? It's a 49er cap, you capping. You capping, Shannon. All those LeBron lovers out there on TV, all you guys are faking the funk, Like, LeBron's had a lot of talent everywhere. Anthony Davis, future Hall of Famer. Rondo's probably going to be in the Hall of Fame. Dwight Howard should be in the Hall of Fame one day. So he's never won a title without multiple Hall of Famers by his side. Big facts. # big facts. So this narrative, this garbage narrative, he wins with no talent, he carries teams. Stop it. No. He does not. The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie determined, the lie did determine, but the lie detector determined that was a lie, man, because he had a lot of talent, transcendent talent. He keeps joining up with teams. He didn't stay in one place like Kobe and Steph, Tim Duncan and all that, Nah, he didn't do that. Going to team, man. Because he's always looking for the better situation. He traded all those young pieces for Anthony Davis. Why he couldn't win with those youngsters? Don't tell me they was young. Oh, you can't win with youngsters. Steph just won. Stephen Curry, the guy a lot of people say I look like, he just won with a bunch of youngsters. So don't give me that nonsense. You feel me? Don't give me that nonsense. Come on, Shannon. Don't be capping like that, man. Don't Nick Wright. All you guys out there, man. Don't let me start on Kendrick Perkins. But yeah, Nick Wright, aka Nick Wrong, and you know, Colin Cowherd. Come on now. LeBron James wins with nothing. He carries teams. No, he doesn't. Check who he won titles with. Like, it's not JV roster. Y'all need to put more respect on his, on other players, because he had damn good rosters, man. Real talk. So I'm just saying, and all that stuff about you can't hold 2007 against him because he was young and his team wasn't good or whatever. You can't count that. Well, if he would have won, you would have counted, right? Yeah. More facts. We probably would have counted as 2 championships, to be honest with you. So yeah, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all. Hey, what you guys think though about this? Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, y'all.